Me, your politics now. I thought that I would say this I'm penning for. They know this fact. I can't answer me. Why he left and about me? I was saying the same thing. This is a flag bearer of a political party. On him in and now. On him energy sector. Or one case of year or a car is swimming as a photo. In the account, younger than the account. And over for 8 good years, you know, there wasn't a timer. This particular because the city and everything was going up, and we were forced to always, you know, increasing the first petrol at the pump. It got to a time where people were demonstrating in as a forum. When was the last time I had seen higher petrol over by 4 cities? And I can't go energy sector. And when you understand? So I think that it is not always your position, you know, like media may position your negative, always criticizing, because and I had opportunity to listen to a lot of the guys speaking in as a forum. You don't find any sense in the things that they were saying.
About way by a number that's so OSP. It's not going to get anywhere. I could follow 1 or 2 strategies. What the OSP abisio and what packet what you be so for ever and record. Court castle would for dinner. So what she said, man. Papaya one and Gokra haircut. I'm a market Jakum. After more work actually, you said, Nipa 800. Woman is our budget when you every year. But I be more contact with you also. You know, Kofaba. Oh, look, I want to be catch according to in 2020. Ghana Revenue Authority, or audit department, audit your tax fund. That a 52 billion cedis a year. Somebody a transfer on known account. I can't be we say oh no. Time no more years I now a equivalent to $9 billion. And don't come off. What's the yakin for that? A coma is soft and it's a number count. Yes, I am in Pessimist. I know when you tell to Ghana and NL in the Chaloto, South 519 when you're NL. No, I can for Yata, Alex Daddy, and a Kufado, and a Samia Ukunum, Etminoka say every day. Now, what it is a finance minister, this car, a Saloto, and I could be a scare film. I won't budget 4 weeks.
I'm more common from like a black media. I was young and a baby to Joe, my gun, and when your baby, I'll be Fabia, and say we agent in how on man. Summer Ubia, can say President John Dramani Mahama, Ababi, Levy, F00ling, and what day a year energy levy at the Abba, and a flare at Dagana for any and say E out, E in. I just say levy out, energy levy in. And Crawford will be a cambiano. And I'm some Titi okra and one in the panel members etna say discussing same we see nano emu and Ivan Che innocent. And so Edin Simbi to just say Ghana for Nankana San Sebi say a bone and Oma bone Samson sono a bayenia bro and a young so or want to mention it because Emrana levy our honum. Na fue etime raise at the kwa kudu baby to say 17 cedis and a 1 liter now 2017 cedis but then a swat ya baby do 12 Ghana cedis and no and a president says swat dear son a beya yenam kania and yenam sembit imagine and now so yentino and yes fue na a swat bafom no obe make sure say what the percentage by 1% we have to 1 liter a 12 cedis na never got 13 cities. Naturally, we check 17 cities now still now so atten so Ghana for say omunti and some we see as any busia or fire ababisi say impo chairman tribusi Wontumi nipa ba kwetimi atam Ghana sika twitwiri die 55 million US dollars eno krampo no ye ka mo se mo twi protest e wo ho say moma emra ene ni ene busia wo hwe gya oto na enya asem ketua ensem kro we see aso na busia panel members atena se chirechiri nsem bi mu e fire tuja wo ho eko kino foliata ensonso echia OSP timi declare ne echena na we free no so wanted ne wo chena wo se wo nya wanted eno na panel members no ye discussion wo ho no mo ka say ya adwene ne ndada bi na OSP Kisieja ben edida da Ghana for chire say wo mu nyina enim even including Kisieja ben OSP no ya we say na dan for pa ne kino foliata wo ya we say kino foliata ne US ne passport US passport wa ebeye den pa se kino filata bitima ba Ghana ntia ya dada na Kisieja ben OSP edida da Ghana for na busie jade o mato bia me person ka me kwaje nsem no nchirimu ni afoforo kan ye ebesisi
buy na kofa sa sika no deba. And this whole thing Levy is there just to cover the shortfall, not even to pay the energy sector debt. Because basa ebema existing sikana ya jije da no ekwanya bom na that money can go and pay the debt. But this one no abambe kwa kofa sika bi 1.5 and 1.4 and the akwakoto fuel no this money is going to pay for the crew we na omoka wasem no sabi that relief ebeba. So for me it makes sense, and you see that it makes sense in the first place senka petrol ni jina baby e jina I will never come and sit here and say I buy for 1 cedi into so because already hardship no Ghana for so that. But here is the case. Price now drop it almost for and Rabbi who documents me from Energy Commission. Almost a fair price per what is happening because according to the global stage per barrel now $100 and now drop it to $64 crude per barrel. And fortunately for Ghana, no see the news was saying I gain I'm away no. So everything being equal, economics when I come and everything has never been equal. So that yes. So fair price ISS Ghana yet 8 cedis per your friends saying later. Because all things being equal, and which means that the possibility of petrol no air drop it further no air more. And yes, and the 1 cedi never be same no Ghanaians will not feel because of the measures near my akoso. But Akufo at the time no petrol no turn 17 cedis. Ghana for ATM. So how do you add your friends 1 cedi to it? You can't. You understand?
Yeah.
But when the price I drop it because the whole essence of the year you say Ghana for be finding relief. And the relief number, who got up petrol at 3 cedis, 4 cedis at tier free. So, and government say, major 1 cedi at so. Na media have a debt tonight down. And yet to chroma, a buying society, a better TV so can doom so. Doom so, Nina, because we need to go and buy crude. Have on a sicker free bar. So, if this measure are relieve Ghana for a year, you move 1 cedi. And then people on social media talking about say, and I buying the D Levy about. Now you Levy before the D Levy and issues not among for a canon. People don't even understand it. So I'm ranting on Mugu YouTube or more you've heard saying podcast and for sometimes you see ubetimi entertainment, ubetimi comedy. But when it comes to politics, it's a very complex way. You need to understand it.
You are too bigger to be discussing Miss Christ.
No, but media we are trying to sell information out there. Media try, read, understand. So when you have that information, now what I say, but to go and say D Levy and the whole some among for okay, they don't even understand it. I mean, for me, that is my problem. The fact is the energy sector over the years and I have been bedeviled with a lot of challenges and I can be and I'm recently doom so me and but have a cancer doom so the way and we need to stop. So now if there is a way and there is a fact out there say every year be an energy sector shortfall a huge almost billion $. And World Bank for the projection Ghana for you careful by the end of this year we'll be hitting around 3.1 billion in terms of shortfall.
Yeah.
And now what you see Jababa can't say commercial and technical losses 40%. Now you more than papa campaigner. Company Ben was I see with technical and commercial losses 40%. That company can be viable. But we tolerate to say that is it. It's okay. And then to turn name here. So another day, challenges need to be good sector and why. We saw all the noise that these people made, but not the day, the impact and also the consequences. And they say, I buy a consortium of banks. Na IPPs nina only omo. No catch up say Sikabato Esra Numa. You one bank. Jessica no na pay the IPPs. Na omo sabi obetimi atoaso a supply because Ghana is a energy mix no IPPs am about 50% of the entire energy generation na ya wo no entino omubufu no so mu dundum omu we you can survive you understand now no so na so China for way they shut it down after elections some point some discussion has to go in before so energy sector no e ka wo ho and they cannot buy it because of the near mass ankrofo we yeah so for me if John Mahama government has been able to reduce petrol and there is a possibility that and the only reason I cannot criticize 1 cedi no say price na conform BM and abanya slot to 1 cedi asem say yem fa sa sika no na yem fa nkope say yete ha na say petrol no sign cost ko do 17 cedis bia we will come back and say baby and near my corner we need to take you 1 cedi in free because the politics is about serving humanity you understand so me sometimes me your politics no e to da agro ho ne say this company for they know this fact I can answer you but because of cheap politics in the NDC MPP they just try to make it look like Why and Baumia was saying the same thing. This is a flag bearer of a political party. Onim in and out. Onim energy sector. The one case of more a car is zooming as a forum. And the Akano, younger than the Akano. And the doom so should continue. You understand? So I think that the level of dishonesty on the part of these people. Now, listen well, can you see? Now, no, me catch say we lose political power in a country. You don't just lose power, you lose connection with the people. And they be very goodwill, a slip from your side. But in opposition, you know, you try to build that particular thing. You become the voice and the representative of the people. So, obi by your government, only the people side. Our Ghana politics or opposition at Tambiano, you are able to bring the people because you speak for them. But it looks as if that the MPP hasn't realized this thing, and still this arrogant, belligerent posture. As I moving away from parliament. Unfortunately, you don't have the numbers to make any upset in parliament. And whether you sit or there, no, you are sitting there, no, has no consequential effect on the activity that course of parliament. So where is it you understand? But I think that they need to make themselves relevant in the politics and the discussion in this country. Now you who say, minority question about your interest is what is the sunset clause in this particular thing? And so when and I make sure that once in the GPM, because John Mahama bet to me at the tax, but people cannot criticize because we are reducing petrol now from 17 to 12. I ever conform according to Energy Commission. We are supposed to sell it around some 8 cities. I ever, which means it is coming. Yeah. And this obiet me this ajuma way now a cabi or also the 1 city shema. Yeah. What is the big deal? You and Uber for 8 good years, you know. There wasn't a timer this particular because the city and everything was going up, and we were forced to always, you know, increase your first petrol at the pump. It got to a time where people were demonstrating in as a forum. When was the last time I had seen higher petrol over by 4 cities? Me in my lifetime, I'm yet to, even though it's what it pain there, but such a huge sum of money, no, I've been see that. So for me, advantage for us. And I can't go energy sector. And when you understand? So I think that it is not always your position, you know, like media may position your negative, always criticizing because and I had opportunity to listen to a lot of the guys speaking in as a forum. We don't find any sense in the things that they were saying. But the bottom line is the price is not drop very big. Ghana for I enjoying and consumers and fair as a phone, so in this particular instance, you know, how do you say I buying the hardship to Ghana for so? And it's not as if say I buying at the one city never to price in so existing price now and we are buying 1 city free. So it's not as if he's imposing 1 city. You understand?
Education,
you see, so the existing way now buying 1 city free. Yeah. So another day, you know. The impression they're trying to create in this hardship. No, they are speaking for Ghana for no. If there is anybody on Badanas here, is the Mahama government what me at petrol from 17. So I think that in opposition or more, they need to just try to say, yeah, that goodwill no was slept to their side. This demonstration here, quite walking out of parliament and as a forum. Oh yes, sir. The weak minds will always applaud this and never will opposition. But you see, there are intellectuals sitting out there watching you in Nema. This is the time you need these people to your side. Sabaya, the politics, the discussion, obey to me, and making sure that you take the lead. But the attitude and this kind of way or more, for me, and yeah, they inspire and gender in the confidence, and they portray the MPP as the same arrogant political party that sat on power for 8 good years, so decided to own Ghana for because never be an home of our Chroma Mokan Sawum. Now, Yatiana Wontumi should buy Obia Yamani Bay 50 million city bill. Motsana Kasayama granted them 4 days. Now, open year and as own penny because he was slapped 50 million, and then the argument was that 50 million also. Yet Yawayomi in 2012, yes, slapping the 54. At two say yes, slashing no $600 million. Number one.
50 million. It was in excess of about
yes.
Because even at the dollar equivalent rate today, that money, $55 million, even if it's at 10, it is about 500.
So, I don't know. Nam almost slapping $500 million. Chroma say, and the argument is that $50 million. And also, Wontumi as a person, I don't know, you can go and do the research. Yeah, do you know, Wontumi as an individual? benefited more than the entire Ashanti region. Because there is no single project in the Ashanti region that was started by Akufo-Addo within a period of 8 years, and the cost to do $55 million. But Wontumi alone, they invested $55 million in Wontumi. So the Wontumi as a person got richer than the entire Ashanti region. That was the bank, the Florida of the MPP. Now what you know what's not basim. Now what you come up and say, me baba ye you know. Yes. Abrantie yare na no afa passport come Mayo Clinic. Now what you get here na wo ton bofra na wo ton we yare a. Kolebu kura ya feza kolebu kura bia Wontumi fa ka ba. You see, we need to understand politics. Politics. It's not about the individuals involved. It is about the collective interest of the people. Politics, emotions, and don't expect that people will come and sit on TV or be defender. Because that is not the nonsense of politics that we do. We just look at the critical issues at play. How are Ghana for benefit? How do we chart a new political narrative? Young people out there who will be inspired and they will be interested in politics. Because you see, we've got into a time, I'm for free, con men and their politics. And they will be free school, but not just a free, so con men their politics. Yes, because of free school by now the VAT, what task I saw easily going as for Croman will be getting richer overnight. They don't ask where they are getting those things from. But they do these things at the expense of the poor masses out there. And then the very people who will be out there say, yeah, defend their man for. But this politics of defense, you know, car for 9 so be better than paracetamol crowd to be to be. Now what one Nipa na who didn't chinukra unrespected. They don't even know your name. As some to a onimu baby. What as a minimum for more political campaigner or free cast to talk from Obia Grandma feels over hell. What I say? So young fire drain your politics near Nemana will benefit us as people. Your collective interest, not about on a movie. Okonipanoma 100 Ghana city, 1,000 Ghana city, Ubedia, we are no young farmer. You understand? But let us build institutions and systems, put them in place just to ensure say among politics and a benefit among for. Now this politics of negativity and criticizing because we are in opposition. You say a term, you understand. So I think that the also about this thing, there is no levy that has been introduced. There is no new levy. So Momugu social media, misinforming among for no, there is no new levy. Existing levy has been revised and one city has been added to it, and it is going to pay for the shortfalls. And then as a foreigner. Because energy sector levy na buy no senka omo de sika na ye de omo ye yanka e ka no ngu ho sa go to the energy sector and look at the debt egu enti o ma me na betua na papa na betua. And this is the time for her because my catcher say senka price is still our 17 cedis ka would never sit here and justify this, but I'm saying to me atiaba for mama Ghana for any relief no that one cedi no people will not feel it, you understand. And I think this is the argument and whenever they are making it look like say John Muhammad one city abeto petrol no so, but the atia free so no there they don't talk about it. That is the level of dishonesty choking of politics. I'm a man for GD or politics. Yeah.
Solo yansha OSP ne Ken. You see, I said declare the wanted to be. Ne lawyer said Muntumi call US or Namon call say akwa no yare ampa. O yare.
Second you can operate on OSP na. They are fooling all of you. Can operate Menoka say busy or any passport in Hajima or American passport in Hajima. You grow my own CBO. Or my first can. Sana ne papa and ne Kufa papa in 69 on Bay. Ne Kufa papa ne ceremonial president. Anna Ken papa ye finance minister. I know me for my Nisika. I'm a broke go. I can't you two buzia by we. They were the reason. Chelesa send a beya omoma eba befa se sika no e dia bedie so on se koba ya no mo so bedie so chi e wo se we mo sofa na akwa na saba na omoma na
sam kra no ma saba bedie so
e strategy
yeah
so just it me no aba we ba ya no mo da so OSP so yi na mo so mo agudie wo mani so it's not going to get anywhere. Akufo-Addo ye 1 or 2 strategies or abem what the OSP abisio and wa pack court what you be so for F00ling court castle udi for dey na beka so what she share dwuma no and inti or yes I dey we no catch any troops say e kwan dem dey obenya bia to be fa papa in the year budget of the 7 years ana oti onyina oba no so amaya sempa budget in 2017 wamaya adwuma budget in 2018 wamaya mpunto budget in 2019 ana wamaya ahoto budget in 2020 sena me wambi
sena oka ho
oba bia no ahye white woye ya no akotu Matthew 13 we are no amount Nehemia your friend say 2020 no amount Philippians 4:19 no do ba Genesis no abrɛ no ho ase wakasa brɛ Ghana yeji mi yene bi no no
hojuo mpene mo asɛm
enso akwa we uja omrebu ho de video bi no na bedi etu sin na bedi etu di asa rock and roll omo de abere kasa no wo mu nipa ba kokora papa ya mamrewa ne nkokora haircut ama makejekum kama afa mo wuo ka kira ye se nipa 800 ewu wa wo ma esa budget we nyina awie ye no bra bebu ho akonta afi de oso yare wo ha no makobu fake document na re fi se sa fake medical we no akwa ya mo friend sa format on your girlfriend ami one japa asem na no ka no ayo one this o ka je so go fake medical emra ya di omuta ye di fake no wa bo no dia bro se me yare oma
virtual session
ata ye hwe no kroma kra discato ni so maka che OSP so be the business or the offer $5 million into Ken for that so me amekọ America akuyina ba my ready only last 3 weeks on the Forest Palace actually wait Odi ba me kra ma nkwa America Ghana for America oba ready
omo abechina se play
omo bebre na ndika problem bra omo de beba no mo de be dwetire okruma because the word hono oba omo cash no hono idea na why ya wo se wo ma wo ye finance minister na wo na wo se ka hwe se mayo clinic na wo ho a wo chele no ke be edu a agenda 111 no ba kokora ni wa utumi wie ansa na woko meme ma me aboajo a oyare a obenya mayo ni biako
David
ena yesi ye dekei enye Ghana for na ye ba betua who do they think they are ya so nkonfo so e okromba na omo so dia ye omo ye na Ghana ne ye dia ye ti kroma no nkofa ejapade book ba ya omo play to the book ye capture the entire economy omo dia nya omo se tam na ye nya OSP
nkofa no manya sika wo
enye so mo ye wo mo
sika ne sha omo ho wo sika
ana papa ko bob besia nkwa 13.5 billion from the money market edi adwuma pa di
no this sika ne ye
100 chibete se wo mo che ho ne template za kwa broni pete bi o mo ne bae template no ma fiska ko brabe ya no he amena bi o ma ja o parliament side o SM nyina ko fa bae mo look omo to be catch according to in 2020 Ghana Revenue Authority omo audit department ko audit omo tax fund na emu 52 billion cedis ayera omo so a transfer ko unknown account be na we say o no that time no mo yes ade na equivalent to $9 billion and nkoma fa wo si enya keno for yata ekroma e soft enu tira na mo ka wondua so ya me pese beti Professor me konfi so bo say na that so enye $2 million tira o court bail condition be the man yeah man 10 million now you just small mathematics $2 million is true
and who some people need to
na ho na kwatena for man no
it won baby Wontumi asem ni free no eye omo ko chase kan bi
yes
and afi omo say ne yem friend Kwalamre street
yes
na Kwalam so adimi
yes
na dwunya adima
no kokoko di echi
so $2 million equal to $10 million a year
dollars
therefore $55 million if more or less divide you better no one say yoko for no they have been so charitable aban ye soft
I think every 2 million be okay 10 million okay you saying
what we
$2 million
what 10 million what one akwe yi gwa say
2 million will you get in $55 million
no say get man bill of 275 million won't mean the bail condition no and where ye idea all record show president the judge in here just say would be the court the same thing no judge can vary it and say would you 55 year ba 1 million your friend is Ghana city
except the judge is corrupt
and some judges for years you mark one Touch us. Now, quiet your mouth for bois. Wash it up, you know, when you're not so young. As I'm the same thing I can offer at you or when you're
we are say Sagbaja
or Sagbaja and or Gentia or Chia. When you make a scene with you,
live for him.
what you say? Made an appointment and no one met you as I said, if you're caught.
Was this all quite also on card?
Where you about trusting up? Also, I should know. Then can't that.
That's any.
Massety and address.
Aye.
Only as a son of you see the swear. What do you keep to who walk on dear Sika would to me? What would this would your contract would yet? And one and a bee, no one won't by the fancy. So, Etty, or Mano, I was said, you is serious. For Yata, a band we are the buy and go for. I can't go for Kumamo to Abama.
Hey, alright.
And I for June for me. The issue statement be a kaya ban said. Say, oh, you be a one Ghana for Sika Moma, among fancy serious.
Yeah.
It's a Sicano woman and Omudi Easter, Cohe, no more this kind of year. Or more opposition, no, Omudi year. Apartments, a woman which your money is. Omo the Malabanese for India for. Ombo Lebanese in India, you are Bakuba.
I say Malcolm dear.
I give me engineer, Omonyeska. Okois Legona, apartment for now, whom I am. Now, ya oba, we are see, I would just all your own self at it.
Nebi.
You also get your Kwame on Quadia Shin.
But there's only but only a non post was so
more campus essentially. Kenoforiata PDS. Can you obey a no combina and the Kayaba Verde?
And now,
ECB 1 2.5. There's 68 billion, I say.
68 billion.
What I say. Added to a young Gongodiscan. It just around the 2 weeks by the 2 weeks, so I don't go for move.
Yeah.
I don't slow one. Now, and this is 1 penny for you more. Woman, a patoma.
Canoforiata.
And you can offer. They have to be very careful. Yeah, the AC. And before now, and yes, can be a omelette information near Kakoma.
Abamufo.
It's a hardcore evidence. We would be there. Not every say, we know what they call it, and the big city for more.
Never more count one more time.
Who's a so I will be a cow.
If you to them,
or look at the air champion, you know. As one in age, more furnishing. Nobody could do her. Now you end this for impending for Gudamo. Oh, maybe Mohenamuyan. And Ama Ora, I started this rule. The son said, in Sana F5 but me more up to July ending. Champion for me to move for Brena Yare diabetes. Some will concentrate some of some Yadia, Monsa. Namudia Brown, because of my second year come and you end this in one baby partisan 4 times. Oh, baby, I see I got to get your money. What's it, Levy? Oh, all right. When you do for MP, wedding come indication said by you ended. Or a day, or do more ever cock or tango for you again. One more like ask the police for Coscata. Now, you draw cry about people.
What me across
our course or best when you are more Casabotiers.
Hey, awesome man, Granny.
Sabotiers in this country. And you know, so when it does California about Twagging.
All right,
my baby, our face.
Innocent. Yeah, not rally to when fire pump.
Yeah, I think that it's sad. That be a Macassa, that be at the TV channel, yeah, can't for it. Now people thought, say, we were doing these things out of maybe hatred or something. But I think, at the how, me say, Kendoforata is the masterpiece in the entire bigger corruption puzzle. Now, you try to, your friends say, unravel Okroma say, there is no single corruption case at Eko under Kufuadua. Kendoforata, and you're part of it, including the National Cathedral. So the question is, so we see the Ekoso and watch the PFS on your willing to come into this country, and he just pushing the country into a web of technicalities in Nasafonum. And for me, it's sad because you see, Juma Diane Bonnie and Krofo, we do Kruma say, Mr. Menkai Kra, Papa Kwasin, you may now a back or crab by force of them, or be your mamma for you may know a Kaura. Minim doctors here, or music or call Gold Coast in us. When there be a man for sending message, say Gold Coast, there be Gold Coast Fando, Nina can be named for Rataya. Because you see, Say nipa no your business, grant out free business in the moon na hon na for no. You move in to protect the interest of the citizens because it is your job. So financial security as government, it's your destiny just to ensure that you protect them. But akwa we dey near atimoding Google bank ese amamfo adwuma obi ana oya bank manager we not to preko el kwan ho psychological trauma just a whole lot create unemployment na so and na mraduru obi amfa asem to so bra na ba yiwa no ose oyare fine oyare de me se ordinam kroma nya wo hani tie sisu nyina akra tim so oyare ene de obi anje ho achinje but the thing say oyare to the stand say wuntumi ntena play mo according to sources amamfo hu no London last week ordinam ho so it means that wunya immobilize wuntumi anasa we bedridden akasa wuntumi move around and again surgery now say omo I can somewhere match identity match one communicated to special prosecutor or no so case about match communication better cause between the two of them. For me, Makasa, the office of the special prosecutor is a useless creation. We need to decommission it. For me, we need to decommission the entire special prosecutor office. And yet, say that Ben and any personal way against it, but I think that the entire office, because we have fighting corruption. We need to resource the ages department, other state institutions, just to ensure that and the ages department, we can even resource them at the regional level to take cases because it's not always the case about Accra. Now you're making sure that you wage war on corruption and as if for that man say we are really serious. Can you for that the and yet the Sorbana special prosecutor is just toying on the Ghanaians, emotional key buttons so making it look like Juma because for me on your serious because the more you just cross the John or more Ghana for or say on Nakwa to Interpol red alert. So now when I can't would do between Interpol red alert, so I'd never Kruma say because the mere facts I would not to Interpol red alert. The gentleman is out there telling them and on humanitarian grounds, my culture said FBI can never force him out when he says he's sick. At the end of the day, a court will be determined because over not your ma. Then the court will have to examine the medical documents to determine whether the guy is really sick or not. And son of a won't be for sono. The mere fact he's playing the I am sick card, and I can zoom now on one the complexities that are involved because we are talking about a criminal case. Won't be research on Ghana for a year conference. No. The American government will have to come in. So what it means, the AG will have to write officially to the American AG's department in America just for confirmation. Now, amongst what financial review issue now is a political witch hunting, a real case. And Sana Yamaha because some no, the back court about the DSM. Evidence now Ubenyano, it should stand the test of your friends and adjudicatory court and then so process and I can operate. I don't know question. It's a complex thing, and the guy is not ready to come. And for me, that is the problem. Very dishonest, vulgar people are. We are very so corrupt to the core. And I'm waiting and copon we are katakata money. And a gun for 2 million and to be a here we are today because Juma Wadi, then the Sioux can say, but you are not okay. What catch up for Sawaya? They know, so they can let you go. And then as for no go and come. I know the day. But for me, I think that case in one, young transfer from special prosecutor and from my Yoko. Then I say, oh, ma, young prosecutor in absentia.
Exactly.
And that's how I'm for who am I jailiomo. So new one over one wouldn't if you see a sea prison get to be. No, it's be on record.
All right, let's have fire prong.
I'm saying for the past few weeks, my dream your baby. Nah, my dream is a we are see a baby kid to a bini. We are traditional day. So I and I dream so better.
Now.
Oh, yeah, ma, yet to say office of the special prosecutor. Ono pene wo se ono nko a onam no okochi obi ejabe wa kan nsem pi wa bra na NDC opposition and I'm expecting say na NDC na wa ban mu no ni sinto ana e wo ho nyina no ye be correct no enye easy so be che kromfo enye easy say obey special prosecutor adwuma adia aye sinto ewo kisi ajaben adwuma oyi nyina mu OSP ho no nyina ne se woni Ghana phone kita hudie no otwen well over 3 months asano abeka ho asem
Senke idea every step of his way no kone Ghana for din kita and Ghana for so boy a day boni bebrebe in Kien Famono. Some of us, because of how keenly we are always following on issues, no, Emma yenya entiasebi ewa adwuma oyemu. Nanso so me mean spokesperson Makisi Gaben. Esan say senka me ye spokesperson Makisi Gaben a enka de bia se me bode ro ani. Nanso so no office no akwai say PR kura wo nhye de ni bi. Ena watimi ne Ghana fo adi nkita ho. Obe press conference wie ebi kura mpa ontimi kwetena TV so na anopa na oye interaction na be ma Ghana fo atimi hu what really is happening. Enti ewo mu a no abekasa baako. Dise bosome mi ensa achi no asa abekasa baako. Enti ebedu ho no na Ghana fo adwen a ye fafa ne ho no ne afa awie. Eno ne ade aha ne pa senku tie mafutu a omo pepiaro. Na piaro no ano pepia wo sori a wonkotena TV so ne radio so no ommo dero so ene menya hu samida ko no samida ko e was say samida ko proactive because samida ko nti and Ghana for this perception about the OSP. He said be there, we know what job he's doing. The reason why TrendsGh couldn't work under Akufo-Addo is because there was a criminal syndicate in place. A judge for any TrendsGh and in the office. A chassis or more because the syndicate no omunyina Cambodia akoso ho. Etu koso Kenoforiata temu a what's your judge in a part because Kenoforiata tua judge in a car. Kenoforiata is the first fraudster in this Fourth Republic. He's the first fraudster or defraud on my way $12 million under the guise of say Okosidan Amasnet in the name of Abutain. Obianfa the phone no on Google. So he didn't even qualify to be our finance minister in the first place. Sometimes when the politicians ninya and talk no say he didn't have to qualify to be our finance minister. Why do you appoint Obi finance minister when he was saving his monies in tax havens? Or did he to bata akwa to tax haven wo amanone say on person obetua to nanso so no na agete to wo Ghana has accused to gini the criminal like him. Matia Sembia kwabne Japan that's a kwabne Japan ya na me kwa ya mpese mbusa mo say the kwabne Japan na dwen na ya adwuma na say that be what's the compensation kwabne Japan obeka say why is OSP treating Kenoforiata like a common criminal? So how do you see Kenoforiata? And I say what kind of human being is Kwabne Japan? Is Kenoforiata not a common criminal? More than I mean, okay, say Kogana, your friend say national lottery is correct. When you say more appropriate lottery, no, at your market for Yata Akufo-Addo. No, which is any Aquabia friend Alex Daddy. Oh, yes, and I'm going to tell you to Ghana. And you're NL in the Chaloto, South 519, when you're NL. No, I can for Yata, Alex Daddy, and Akufo-Addo, and Samia Ukunum, et Minoka say. KGL now on Utaloto no Ghana and Ghana for dia on Utaloto ni we are who see Canada Utaloto no e kodini ho no no atua bia ma NLA I mean no say every day they don't get less than 10 million Ghana cedis every day now it is a finance minister risk car e sa loto no na ko benya scare free e ka won gbeje to we na mo ja no ni nam ho na mo so mo ba so na contract for 10 years Abaipa wonye Charlotte adwuma no na wono ankasa NLA na ankasa nya 590 no for 1 week. Let's say wonye Abaipa also koji because for 1 week no here. He dey work there was abanje. Na okwa what must say etini state capture ni nyina no obaya enyese na edi agro kofo ya NLA so they have done state capture there. They have done state capture omo ade yese emremu no Ghana your friend say national lotteries authority na etaloto no omo no dia kwa koma Alex Daddy na ono ni tiru so kan no na ono na etaloto no what London office ni bia na ono jisika ni dia na ono akwa koma Ghana your friend say national lotteries bi we so wom kano for Toyota is a criminal.
Na mo tia na mo so.
You can state capture ni nyina no. The manual now omo state capture no. Now I'm for this year dia grow. E japade document no. Everything was detailed.
No mo.
Ni nyina wom. Oh, unless that the bank and kra. Sonata kro no ntimi nto. Sonata. And now unless that is one when unless that is so free kropon. Omu busuani.
That be say you create looter, create and share. Omu create no more.
Enti no baby I drew as o mine no. Me I don't like aban no ne nneoma bi because ade we me aggression ye dey.
Me say na maka cho no nkofo
ma say because say what dey
omo jo omo che.
Boko. Sa yes me da bia me ka che jo mahama say suffer crampo till suffer crampo what beware of dogs suffer crampo beware of dogs e woni fie anim eno so the holy spirit di opa kwa apostle nyame che efie gate no kon say beware of dogs ni wa
na beware apart from beware kwa
ti say no mama wo na ya suffer mpo na wo de wo suban pa na wo pese o ye yi a wo nkrama ye wo nkrama ni kwati say remo acha what ni di the whole Ghana what di me say na say me sori no pa bia remo acha na bompa ye ma no
oh bompa
yama kojo chumbuafo because financial papa say OSP say you na to tankuru me bompa ya asinyanko
that be wo de bompa because odo ka
no ye be sre baby aye dru no ya fa aggression anko ankoji esika ye be bre kwa se kronfo pa timi se kronfo kronfo we no side abai kokot what do I say we ye
Odi aba wo
ne kokot mama na brali so ase na me na innocent ase na me na brasolo enso ase ya me hia nyina pacho ya kra